Good day. Not too bad. Self. How's well, I ain't done a raid since I came back, you know. Alright. Get the get the good old raid teams going again. I only did you know new one, Equi whatever you call it. I only did that one for first time other day. But yeah. Um, so the way it works now is it's not all legendary. So every time you start a mission, it kind of gives you the option if legendary is available. You know, because if you look in if you look in your triumphs for doing legendary campaign missions, there's only like I think there's about 5, 6, something like. So when you're in and out at missions, you've just got to check before you launch. Should do. Yep. Hopefully. Yeah. I haven't streamed for years. Kids won't stay quiet long enough. Yeah, you should definitely focus on doing Renegades. You get that story out at way with, you'd be 550 within a day. Well well, build I've got right now, I don't need to worry about ammo at all. So it's it it's yeah, it's a killing machine. Yeah. Probably tankiest warlock you'll ever meet. Yeah. Probably tankiest warlock you'll ever meet. Yeah. Probably tankiest warlock. I just done a 600 Grandmaster and I was chilling. No, not solo. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely with people. Do you remember that Seraph mission for where you had scanner and all them stupid things? Yep, had to do that. No revives in it. Yeah. So if you look at conquests, it's on the last page. It's 600 power. And so the ultimate conquest, both of them, Lightblade and the Seraph Shield, there's no revives in it. It was fun. Yeah. I've got Nighthawk messaging me. What are you guys doing? Yeah, yeah, just every time you see Legend, just do it. Everything right now is power 10, but you can infuse it all up anyway. So what your tier 5 armor,
Guardian, welcome to
right?
Kepler, as the Vanguard Archive calls it. The gravimetric distortions we tracked from the EDZ are tangled in an excess of dark matter.
Yeah, I don't
In our
understand this
records, this
upgrading
planetoid was
everything to tier
confirmed to
5
be
lark. It's
unoccupied
just
when it
taking
went
grind
out.
away from it.
But these readings indicate a singularity. Something's keeping this planetoid
Yeah,
stable and our matter intact, but... Guardian, there's a black hole here on Kepler.
it's still keep
This
it.
is dangerous. If at any
It's
point this
it's still
singularity
yeah, no, it's
destabilizes,
still
it could
usable.
swallow us
It's just
and
the
take
new
the entire
sets.
soul system with it.
If you
We
wear
need to
2 or
find
4 of the
whoever
same
sent our
item, yeah,
invitation.
you get
They
buffs
need our
and
help.
stuff like that. So it's like I'm running two. I'm running 2 sword masters, so damaging a target with a sword or glaive or any melee attack exhausts them. My other 2 items, when you pick up an orb of right, okay, that disappeared. When you pick up an orb of power, you gain a brief period of
Something's
damage
wrong with the
reduction.
line.
I'm an absolute
I'm curious as to how our contact
beast.
intends to
Is it this
fix
one?
it.
Oh, I didn't mean
But
to
his
go in it.
observations seem to be correct.
And we just got here. There's probably a whole mess of time nonsense just around the corner.
Agreed. This train's temporal presence is concerning.
That's the least of our worries. The real head scratcher is our new friend seeing the people here.
Ikora did say she suspected sentient life.
Yeah, this is wicked. This. Yes, fine. Yep. I got the crystal on my 3rd run at New Dungeon. Yep. So it has different colours. So I've got red. Yeah, red's a good one to get. I got green. I can't remember what the standard one was. Yeah, I got
Sorry
green,
for all that
teal,
earlier.
blue,
My name's Lodi. My introduction's
dark
not
matter,
usually that rude.
yellow. I don't know where that yellow one came from. That could be the standard one.
Come on, let me show you around. Your companion gave me a debrief about your mission. before she insisted on meeting the scientists here.
Scientists.
Oh yeah, the Ionians are brilliant. They've been great hosts since I showed up here a few weeks back.
Objects from a different time were sent to us.
Yeah.
Like we were called or invited. Did you get one
Yeah,
too?
game just throws gear at you now.
Of sorts. I got a call of my own. I hope your ride was smoother than mine.
Yeah.
Are you headed back to Earth after?
Are you asking for a ride?
I think Story can gear all the way to 550.
Yeah. I'm staying with the locals for a while. Time distortions all over this place. The Elixni make it hard to traverse further out. Fascinating, aren't they? You know, the language structure is similar to Finnish. Keep an eye out for the House of Exiles. They didn't like me getting close with my recorder.
Yeah, it's
It's
used everywhere.
Sort out the time anomaly. It sounds like
I don't
we're on the
take mine
same
off.
side. I'll help you look into your calling card. You help the locals with some of the weightier tasks. You seem like
If you saw
man
my
of yourself.
loadout now, right, you'd think I was stupid.
First in a few
A
words.
sword, a pulse
Appreciate
rifle,
that.
and a sniper. Yeah.
These Ionians were able to temporarily stabilize the singularity. They prevented their planet from splitting until someone could help. I'm as surprised as you they've eluded us for so long.
I live on Warlock.
This
I've always
place is
been Warlock.
shrouded in dark matter. It could have cloaked the presence of sentient life from the outside. Ghost, did you find the source of the distress?
I use Titan a bit, yeah.
We've made contact with Mona here in the settlement. He's offered to help us look into our invitation if we help the people here. He seems trustworthy, but his presence here feels very convenient.
Yeah, by the look of him, I'd say he's as out of place as we are.
Yeah, been a while since I've done this. Don't know. I'm assuming probably it. Yeah, I've got 13. Well, we only needed 15.
Tell me more about how you got here. The more we know, the better chance we can find a solution.
All I know is I woke up here 4 weeks ago in a singed suit. I don't remember how I got here. I know I'm from Earth. I remember my family, but not much else.
That sounds like how a light bearer would wake up. But you don't have a ghost.
No, I'm alive. I mean, you probably know more about this place than I do. But I do remember hearing Guardians have a complicated relationship with memory. Is there any truth to that?
That's a fairly common question. Guardians forget who we were before our first resurrection. We forget in exchange for the light.
Shame. Feels cool.
A bit. I don't know how far through story you are, but yeah, at some point there will be. Door's open. I just opened the door. Is that where we've got to go? That arrow that's telling us to turn round? Yeah, we probably should. We had to start this activity here. Can't start it though. Yep. Got all my gear colour coded as well. Solar arc, prismatic.
So, Lothar, tell me more about how you got here. The more we know, the better chance we can find a solution.
All I know is I woke up here 4 weeks ago in a singed suit. I don't remember how I
We're
got
back here where we started.
I know I'm from Earth. I remember my family, but not much else.
That sounds like how a light bearer would wake up. But you don't have a ghost.
No, I'm alive. You probably know more about this place than I do. But I do remember hearing Guardians have a complicated relationship with memory. Is there any truth to that?
That's a fairly common question. Guardians forget who we were before.
Is it a quest you're doing?
We forget in exchange for the light.
Shame. Feels cool.
Yeah, I don't see a waypoint anymore, so okay. You got one of them things that you need to put in. Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth here, picking stuff up and bringing them and dumping them in one of these two. Can't remember which one it is. I think this one's a vendor now. Yeah.
Hello? This is Lodi. Ms. Ray said you received my distress call. Ms. Ray asked that I contact the little Sputnik to work with you both on next steps.
Sputnik?
Is there something I should call you? Apart from Guardians, of course.
This is the Guardian. You can call them Guardian, thank you. I am called Ghost.
Pleasure to be working with you, Mr. Ghost. The Ionians are in less dire straits now, but if anything triggers the singularity, we risk losing the planetoid. Between a black hole on one side and the Archon on the other, the locals had no choice but to seal their settlement. They've been trying to track down that capsule you picked up for ages. Head to the big mechanism at the center of the village. The Ionians call it the Altar of Relativity.
Yeah, I've done them all, so it opens for me. I don't know. Yeah, you're not getting back up there. I don't know why, but it's not letting me summon in my my little arc ball thing that you turn into and roll around in. I wonder if it's because... have you unlocked it yet? Yeah, we'll just fast travel back to closest. No, just open your map and go to the closest landing pad. Yeah, I'm just following you. I don't see a waypoint at all.
Guardian, the trail we followed here to this planetoid is the strongest through that mechanism.
The singularity must be beyond there. Contained, thanks to the Ionians. If Drifter's right, the source of our invitation and the source of the singularity are one and the same. I think the Nine are here. Keep this to yourselves for the moment. Our top priority is stabilizing this planetoid. Unless the Nine plan to interfere, they're not a concern.
Lodi, we're at the altar.
Mr. Ghost, this is Lodi. Excellent. Go ahead and drink the contents.
Drink?
No, that can't be right. You do not want to do that. Say again, do not drink the dark matter in that container. Pour the contents into the mechanism. Hold on, I was provided a diagram.
That's it. Now we'll go get the next one. Yeah, it's just... do you have to... I don't know if you have to rank it up. It doesn't look like you have to anymore.
Guardian, Mr. Ghost, allow me to introduce you to Dean Rebecca, leader of the Ionians.
Dean Rebecca. I've never heard the name Dean. It's beautiful.
Well, the Ionians use a sort of academic hierarchy from what I can tell. And wait, you've never heard the title Dean before?
No. Is it an Ionian name?
No, they use it as a mark of high status here. Oh, and so you know, they haven't seen other humans in centuries. Be patient with them. Our presence here is tremendously significant. Translating what I can, the Dean's honored to encounter the first new humans in centuries. She says the Ionians' deity, the thing they call the Holy Anomaly, is on the other side of the altar, threatened by the Singularity. The capsule we put into the altar stabilizes rings of the lock to keep the Singularity contained. It's a collection of dark matter she called a strangelet. You'll need to get through the lock if you want to find out what's on the other side. We'll need your muscle, Guardian.
Nope. Really weird, because normally you do. Works again. Good night. Can you open this chest? You can take them to Cryptarch now and pick what you want. Just obviously, you know, it's random on the roll you get.
Drifter? You brought them my message, capsized. Find my frequency. I'm not Neon.
No way. Orin. Neon. Orin, what happened to you? I thought you were locked in as the Nine's errand runner. You were gone.
Yes, but my memory is a mess. It's all vetiver. Damn it. Rig transponder. You can pinpoint my location.
Yeah.
Why do you sound like you eat a dream journal?
Theatrical. Damn it! I am not adjusting to linear time well. I am no longer emissary. I quit.
You quit? Thought you'd ascended or something. become a higher being. I didn't know you could quit being emissary.
Me either. But with the right motivation, anything is Starlight. You'd be proud. I'm molted.
Oh, I have to know what you mean by molted.
Exactly what it sounds like. I wanted my body back. I wanted my will back.
We gotta find her. She only just found shoes, for Pete's sake. Got your location, Orin. Never thought I'd hear from you again.
Scrambled eggs. I meant to deliver a message, but can't remember what it is. I know the Nine will need a replacement emissary. They will not find one nearby on the X-axis. They will need to search a millennia up and down the Y.
Oh. It don't help that I can't see anything either. You know, if I could see where we were going and what we were doing. Yeah. I think I just did it on one. Other two characters are dormant. Yeah. Other two characters are 550, but not played on them.
Once a guardian, like you. When I last reached out to the Vanguard, I warned you of the Nine's
I played Titan for a bit last season when melee was broken.
Are in play now, I think. You will fix it. But how isn't clear. Everything I knew is scattered. My will, cleaved from service and rough-hewn clay. It wasn't bloodless, but I know I chose this for a reason. I did. In my memory, when I touch my hand to the moment, I am overcome with dissonance and another shape buried
Let me leave and come back.
Assuming my place.
See if
I
that
must speak sharpness to the Drifter. A tint on knowledge held, but still unknown. I'll need your help hunting down the fate that brought us here.
So, Orin, you quit and now you're just here?
Mitosis. Annoying you had to see me like this now. Scrambled eggs in someone else's shoes. How have you been?
Oh, busy. Feet planted on the ground more often than not. Seeing someone new these days.
Oh. Oh, good. Good for you. Can't say the same. I've been too busy corralling my electrons. Who are you seeing?
It's, Eris Morn.
Ho-ho! You have a type, Drifter. I'm happy for you both. Really.
Guardian down.
No, I'm here. I still don't see a waypoint though. I don't think there is. I think there was. But yeah, you're probably better picking it up as you pass it. There's plenty of it about. Yep. Just pick one and we'll go get it. Yep. Cutscene wise, yeah. Gameplay, no. If I remember rightly. I know one of them was very cutscene based. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. I cracked a joke that this was going to die off when I mentioned Marathon. And we behold, here it is.
They're clearly very upset, and I don't blame them. Abduction is terrifying. I still haven't been able to suss out why talks with the Exiles went south. These are poor circumstances for negotiation.
The readings on Kepler are still spiking. The Singularity is still a threat. We'll need the Ionians' help if we want to open this lock.
as many researchers as the Emeritus said there would be. Didn't lose anyone. That's a relief.
I wonder if you might shed some light on something.
Oh, I see a waypoint. I see a waypoint.
The language. This settlement is obviously well established. Over decades.
Why can't I summon
centuries,
my
but
thing?
I see little in the way of weapon emplacements or true fortifications.
Why do I have to activate it like this? I'm supposed to be able to just call it.
That's the gist I'm getting. The Vex are new, and the Elixni, well, they used to have a working trade relationship. Armed conflict is new for the
Oh,
locals.
never mind. Right, hold on a minute. Something's telling me to go to a mission, but I don't know why, because it's not my stuff I'm doing.
You got my favorite thank you! Nice work, Guardian. You reunited the Ionians with their loved ones.
The scale of this problem concerns me. Our forces aren't so robust as to defend this whole settlement indefinitely. And defense is fruitless if we can't stabilize the singularity. We just discovered a lost colony. This discovery changes how we see our own system. How many others are out there?
Guardian, someone's on the line.
You've made great strides in communicating with the Ionians. We've learned their language has multiple origins. Little wonder it needs such effort. Understanding comes not a moment too soon.
If this changes anything.
Between the Elixni and the Vex, the situation here is unstable. And we have so much to learn from them. I followed your example in translating. Script first, then words. These notes you recovered, unbelievable. The advances this outlines in gravitational manipulation, without the light. And that's only one thesis. I hope some of them, at least, will be amenable to returning to Earth. We cannot lose this connection. We simply can't.
I don't know why I can't see anything. The only waypoint I see is telling me to start a mission that says he's unavailable. Yeah, just starting. Yeah, it says activity is unavailable for me. But I'm assuming... Have you started it? I'm running through train anyway. I'll be real. I did story. That was it. I don't know.
The destructive activity in the agricultural zone is reading as Vex. They're the ones attacking the food supply.
Stop me if this one is obvious, but do Vex need to eat?
Not in any fashion we'd recognize.
Sounds like an empty life. Then
Oh,
it's
this
just
story, it's all
sabotage.
puzzle related.
As if they weren't facing enough. The
I remember
Nine,
this
the
one.
Vex, and a singularity ripping the planet apart. That's too obvious a coincidence to ignore.
The Nine what?
Simply the Nine. They exist outside of time, as far as we understand it. Difficult to confirm on the best of days.
This is the sword special. It generates its own ammo. Yep. So the way I'm running it now is I just got to get a couple of arc-related kills so that I drop orbs, pick 3 orbs up, finish any enemy, get special ammo. It gives me 11, and then I can just turn that into 63. Yeah, it's got a trait on it that gives you ammo. Yeah, every now and again it generates. Right, where's this? Oh no, damage is nuts. It's that good. It depends how you stack all stuff. That's where I did my 600
Excuse me?
conquest with.
The Vex ignored you.
Just this.
They didn't see me as a threat. What can I say? I have a friendly face.
Lodi, how are you so adept with the Ionian's language? You said you've been here
So like
weeks.
anything that shoots at me, if I block first before doing damage, I do more damage. It just depends how you use it.
There's the Vex. I hate it when they do that. Guardian, let's redirect and get that shield down.
Yeah, okay.
Take a scan of that drive. See if there's any data stuck offline the Ionians need.
It's incredible. Terms I recognize mapped to advanced concepts, prefixes and suffixes as used in agricultural science. We can use this. Let me do some analyzing, but this is a huge missing piece to understanding the Ionians.
Under the circumstances, what keeps the Ionians here? We could begin evacuation proceedings. They would be safe back on Earth.
But they wouldn't be home. They could take a piece of Kepler with them, sure, but it's not the same.
Homes can be replaced, but lives can't.
The Ionians might feel differently about that. This place is sacred to them. The universe determines they belong here. Singularity or not, we can't tell people to pack up and leave yet. Not without helping people who've been stranded from the rest of humanity.
Agreed. No one's leaving until we learn more. Lodi, those Vex, you need to know who controls them. Her name is Maya, the conductor. She was human once.
What's her objective?
On the surface, to return our current time to a more prosperous one. But her true motive is to reunite with her spouse.
Neither of those sound particularly sinister, but I take it it's what she's willing to do to achieve that goal.
Maya has an ability. She can control whoever she pleases. She's commanding the Vex, a normally leaderless faction. She's even taken hold of our allies to turn them against us. If she's here, she can do anything to get what she wants.
Sakuni, Avatise Fakuni, Sumiaka, Irakare, Luciana, Yarditan, Avasaya, Kasu, Shushiura, Piazza, Aletano, Asparala, Puki, Cindia, Fasa, Alamane, Isindia, Isire, Fusi, Kushokara, Pare amana divina. Se tu sinte apare. Amane beata. Yasindu pata poya. Yakatanti sepate apatinki. Yasunda. Yasekade. Yasunda pakati shukiapo. Yakikand. Aserta tule pakaya. Paraparulia sutuya papanoi. Relakar ultima farule. Yasundi avarole. Yasundi ahasushuni.
I know. The exiles have gotten into the, progenitor ship.
It's the remnants of the colony ship they arrived in. Any vibrational disruption could dislodge the lock and speed the Singularity's growth.
We better move fast. Someone once told me that a shuttle quarter that size can go up like a bomb.
The ship the Elixni have taken over. You're saying it's the very one the Ionians came here in?
Part of it, anyway. What's left. They converted it to a permanent placement, but they still call it the progenitor ship. The mother of the Ionians. It's the source of all their tools. They put a little piece in every building. Every scientist gets a shot at the hull when they graduate. If the ship goes up, there's a lot the Ionians can't do. Do you have any experience with bomb disposal?
We've handled plenty of mines before. This shouldn't be a problem.
Style of ship is quite old. Even with only this much left, it's incredible. I haven't seen anything like it. The material could have been affected by the time anomaly here. That could account for the relatively good condition.
As a frame of reference, how old would you say it is compared to your ships?
Easily hundreds of years.
Oh.
That equipment sure looks elixir. Let's see if we can tease it free. An exile captain? We must be doing some real damage if they're deploying like this. That equipment sure looks elixir. Let's see if we can tease it free. An exile captain? We must be doing some real damage if they're deploying like this.
Guardian, the mines. If even one of them goes off, it threatens the entire material supply for the settlement. Anomalous energy signatures. Good work, Guardian. The Ionians are safe because of you.
We haven't put a scratch on the House of Exile. The Ionians say the Archon's only out to speed up the Singularity's growth. He's just gonna throw more gas on the fire.
The Guardian will be able to stabilize the Singularity once we get through. There are too many problems, and all of them are connected.
You have no idea.
Unless you have any ideas, then we have to consider evacuation. Reunification with humanity, after centuries apart.
Centuries? No. No, them coming to Earth would be existentially disorienting.
Lodi, please don't mistake me. This is the Ionians' home. We have to believe there's a way for them to return safely.
And what if there isn't?
Tequila, Amandelina. Isundiaka Zunabule, Yasundiaka Sakania Fakura, Yasunde Akila, Yasara Fakinde, Ixalorda Yuri, Pinkeura, Bayasunde, Alakaya Formana, Ya, Amandelina, Hisa Fakura, Paketukure Shuri. Era tequila vake, insuyava ringiava, frisangia karingia sikuri, arisundia, oriarduia.
They found you so fast. My name is Orin. My name was Nasan Ah, was Nasya Sawa. What do you call yourself, stranger?
Lodi, pleasure. Miss Orin, do you know something about who brought me here?
I know you will be elected to become something impossible. Your molecules have already volunteered.
I'm sorry, my molecules?
I was the emissary as you were. And will become the same. I quit, and it left me transmuted. I think if I can help you adjust, I can reclaim my mind.
Emissary for whom?
The beings in your dreams.
I don't know what you're talking about.
fight?
Persimmon! Oh, yes! Lodi, you can help. Can you see down the Valley of Time? 2 minutes ahead?
I'm very sorry, ma'am. I do not know what you're saying.
Take your time, Warren. Guardian, draw out Maya's Vex. The Vex signals Dean Rebecca provided are cloaked. Something's not right. Vex outposts are usually interlinked. Take these ones down first, and it will weaken the others in hiding.
Here's the Vex Ikora was talking about. clear up the signals in the area, and bam! We have the location on a bigger boss. And we can use that one to get to the biggest boss. Let's go. We think there's a Strangelove capsule at the ritual that Dean Rebecca told us about. Do you think it was there all along?
It's possible. The way the Ionians talk about dark matter, like even elementary particles of the universe contain a spirit in their way.
The capsule is vetiver this way. It's fading for me, but I hear the singularity as well, in the distance.
Like a groan. You hear it too?
proposing a theory. It needs work, but the nascent form is this. After the collapse, few people were leaving Earth. More recently, we would notice. And the Ionians are truly humans. I think they must have come here during the Golden Age. Maybe even before.
You keep saying that word. Collapse? I've never heard the Ionians say Golden Age or anything like it, but they've mentioned a span of time that was good. Better? Could be it.
Lodi, you said your vocation was translating. Now that you've added the Ionians to your repertoire, how many do you speak?
Fluently 4, passively 9, only written 2. Not many folks to speak them with these days. I grew up speaking 3 at home. I've learned the others in school. Here and there, anyone who would teach me. Those 2 written ones, maybe I can learn how to pronounce.
More than that, the Ionians are the only ones who know anything meaningful about what's beyond the altar, and are willing to speak to us about it.
How do we protect them? They can't stay like this, but they can't go either.
Your continued interference has been noticed.
The Conductor. Even out here, anyone who stands in the way of restoring your new golden age ends up trampled. You're here to make things worse.
Am I? I understand our designs for the future seem mutually exclusive to you. But I have ignored the Guardians since Nessus.
What power does this Maya bear? It's hives and nausea. Whatever paracausality she wields is fundamentally rule-breaking.
You chase a villain of your own imagination. My goals are not against you. They are above you. Now, leave us.
She's still going to throw everything she has to get us out of the way. Gate Lord incoming.
Aya wants to return us to the Golden Age. The Ionians haven't talked about it. When was the Golden Age?
It ended centuries ago. There's reason to suspect the Ionian ancestors arrived before it began. Imagine watching the world end from the edge of the system.
What world?
Earth.
When?
What do you mean, when?
I mean, what do you mean the world ended?
There is no way you don't know.
Stop.
How long ago? How long? When did the world end?
So many records were wiped out. We don't have an exact number. Hundreds of years ago.
They're gone. Are you kidding me? Just like that? There was an apocalypse, and it's ancient history, and that's it. Didn't someone think to etch a date in a stone or something helpful? There's no time capsules, no bunkers, just gone?
And I can't undo any.
Lodi. That would have never been possible. Surely you know this.
No. I don't know.
You're not the first person to wake up lost. I'll tell you what I tell the others. The Golden Age rose and fell. And then, so did the Dark Age. There were few of us then. And survival barely eked out. But we did. Humans live. We built the city. In time, there will be more.
There were hundreds.
I know. Can you tell me what you do remember?
What does it matter now? I'm sorry. That was... sorry. It's such a simple question, but I know. I remember stars. I used to drive out into the country to see them. As bright as they were hundreds of years ago. Oh, always used to take my breath away. Just looking up, realizing all over again how much more was out there that nobody saw. The stars aren't such a wonder anymore. Out here.
There are still mysteries. identity is so tied to this place, to this work. I wonder if they would be happy if we evacuated them to the city. To take them away from it would be the same as if we left Soul and the Traveler behind. Our purpose becomes null.
I need a little air. Guardian, come find me in the temple.
Lodi, are you there? Everything okay?
No. I can't go back. How long ago was the collapse? Were any of you there?
No one alive was there. We can still see skyscrapers.
What cities?
None. The collapse was centuries ago, Lodi.
This is bad. This is extremely bad.
Lodi?
Just put the damn thing in the thing. I need to figure out how to word this.
We've cleared the path for the Ionians to approach their field study site once more. One of them said thank you to me as they were walking by. Lodi mentioned teaching them some phrases. He's been helpful. The Ionians approach science as faith, utmost belief and understanding through study. Certainty, not in the result, but in the process. And in their faith, room for failure. The necessity of it to try again with new understanding. I think I should follow my intuition with Lodi. I should form a new hypothesis.
Check outside. There might be another. If we can't get through, we're never going to reach the anomaly.
This is very, very bad. I could handle abduction, but this, I'm imperiled. I can't return. I have to abandon Odysseus protocol. Guardian, can you get everyone on comms?
What is going on?
I want you all to know, at once, that I sincerely apologize. I withheld the nature of my arrival. It was for the sake of the place I'm in service to. My people protect many secrets, but now it's clear I'm too imperiled to continue this deception. I've concluded I'm in deep shit. Miss Ray, you explained how Guardians used to be just people who died and then were reborn. You said they forgot everything about their old lives. Maybe part of you knows you can believe them.
How with it, Lodi?
My people and I discovered a signal in deep space, which connected to an object we found under our city. It brought me here. All the way from the space age before the collapse. I'm from the past.
How?
I picked up a phone.
I felt the ringing more than I heard it. The when and where doesn't matter anymore. It's all gone. What does matter is that the unknown was calling. Long distance. I knew if I didn't pick up that phone, I'd regret it for the rest of my life. But whatever was on the other end wasn't chatty. Reached out, pulled me through time and space. I should have been afraid. Because it was one horror show after the next. I was skipping around like a needle across the record, jumping from track to track because of my will was not my own. But I wasn't afraid. Not of death, not of aliens, not of whatever this was.
Only the Vex have come close to time travel, but not like this.
Can you go back?
Not as Neon.
Orin's right. I don't think I can now.
You could have told us at any time. Why conceal the truth?
Protocol, I didn't know if I could trust you. In my time, I worked for an organization called the Department of External Observation. The DEO was trying to make contact with extraterrestrials, so we had protocol to follow in the event of abduction. That protocol meant concealing who I was and where I was from to keep my people safe, but they're all gone. I'm alone, and I need help.
Hell of a trip you hitchhiked. Sheesh. I've got a drink if you need one, kid. Eons ago, the Nine gave me something. Said I'd know what to do with it when the time came. Now, I ain't above looking a gift horse in the mouth. But this horse, well, it ain't got no mouth. You've seen it. That haul I got strapped to the back of the derelict. Time came and went. I all but gave up. Thought I was doomed to drag half a planet's worth of dead weight behind me until old Soul froze over. But listen, hero. Ever since we got here, something's been scratching at the back of my brain. The hall's acting up. I don't reckon I know what to do with it, but I've got a thought. You could go so far as to call it an inkling. You've banked a lot of motes over the years. Maybe it's time to cash out.
I hear you had a run-in with that Archon fellow. Or his cutouts, anyway. Apparently he's the leader of these exiled Eliksni, but nobody's seen him in a long time. Real recluse. The Ionians say he can speak through the mouths of his followers. Like some kind of psychic. That's absurd, right? Have you seen this little ventriloquist act? Huh. Well, I'll believe it when I see it myself. I suggest you do a little bang and burn to draw out their leadership. Once we know exactly who we're dealing with, we can do a more realistic threat assessment.
I haven't been very deep into the Exiles Accord. They aren't fond of visitors. This architecture seems a little out of the box.
We've dealt with the Eliksni houses before, but this does feel different.
Lodi, I need to be frank. I don't buy your story.
Yeah. Well, you don't know the half of it. If I wasn't me, I also wouldn't buy my story.
What do you know about whatever brought you here?
Nothing. I woke up here in a singed suit after the most insane fall of my life. It seems the local Eliksni had developed a parallel form of teleportation. They're using dark matter to create portals. If we want to infiltrate their sphere of influence, we'll need that capability. Mr. Drifter says you've got the skills for a smash and grab, so I suggest we go loud. Get us a sample of that tech and we'll be in business.
must be the House of Exile's new teleportation tech. It's mounted in an old cannon frame. That's handy. Scans show the power cell and space inverter have been tampered with. Those mechanisms have dark matter cores. They'll wear out fast. It looks like this mobile unit creates an entangled link between a jump pad and wherever you're aiming. Just be careful with your pointing.
Good work out there. You got some real moves. Normally, agents that skilled at wet work have checkered past. Makes me wonder how you came to be so dangerous. With expanded access, we can investigate those Eliksni in earnest and find the truth about this so-called Archon. I've got some ideas on that. Catch up with me later to get started.